Hey guys, it's me Narelle here, and this is going to be the past Nirel because me and a friend on Instagram, whose name is BlueGreenFishey, you've seen me open a package up from them a while ago. I will put that down below, but this is my past self because I'm showing you my side of our collaboration. They actually said, hey, if you're free, would you like to collab with me? And literally the same day, I was like, I really want to collab with somebody. So it's perfect timing. So what boiled down of the theme was one person could do roses and the other person could do koi fish. And since I don't draw animals at all, I'm like, let me just pick koi fish. So this is my final result, but I'm going to show you all the heavy thumbnails that went for this final result because there were many. So hold on just a second. Alrighty, so I did all my thumbnails in my Pokemon journal. Don't ask why, but that's where my mind went to. So, as you can see, I did a lot of practices drawing a koi fish because, again, I don't draw animals. So it took me a while to grasp their little nature. So, so that's me trying to draw a koi fish. And then this is me from here to here is me trying to figure out the pose in which I want it, because since it's a fish, I really wanted my half to be flowy and moving like water. So these are all the poses and none of them really spoke to me. And then one day I'm like, hey, you know what, let's just disregard all of this, and I came up with this, which I freaking love. And I was like, I like how the guys pose, but where can I put the fish? So I was like, maybe I can make him hold a big koi fish or have a fishing rod and let the stream move around them, and then that's how you see the fish. But you know, when I actually decided to actually put my actual finished image on paper, this wasn't speaking to me as much as I wanted it to, and I came back to this pose right here, which turned out to be this pose. But for my inspiration for my drawing, if my phone would focus, alright, so for my inspiration for my half actually came from a movie that I really love. It's a Chinese movie called Big Fish and Begonia. I just got heavy Big Fish and Begonia vibes from my side of my collaboration. So I actually found a lot of pictures on Google featuring the girl in Coon, because she's like dancing with the dolphin, and you see water flowing around her. If I can find some images, I'll pop it on the screen so you can see where my inspiration came from. But that's pretty much my side of our collaboration. So next you will see me color their line art for their side of the collaboration. But since I don't record my line arts, I thought I'd pop it in here before you see my actual version of their line art. So yeah, so hopefully you like what you see, and I'll see you in the future because I haven't gotten their line art yet. So yeah, so I hope you guys like what you see. Alrighty guys, so we're in the speed paint portion of this video. I kind of want to go into the detail of how this collab came to be, because it's actually quite funny yet cool at the same time. So around this time, I actually was in a really bad art block like I am right now. Like guys, art block has not left me for a hot minute. I'm actually getting better, so art block is like, Narelle, I'll leave you alone. So I'm drawing a lot more now, so don't worry about me guys. But before then, when this came about, I was in a really bad art block, and for me personally, if I draw fan art, it usually works, but I tried everything under the sun and it just did not work for me. So I'm like, you know what, I would love to collab with a different person, because if you work with different people, your ideas kind of just flow with each other, and something will be bound to come up off of two people's ideas, and I'm like, that would work.
So, like always, I'm always scared to approach a person because people have lives, you know. I just don't want to walk up to a random stranger and be like, yo, do you want to collab with me? Because I think it'd be cool for us to do something together, you know. That's not right. Don't do that because, again, people have lives and you just can't do that nowadays. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just kind of gauge my friends' scenarios and just see who I can ask to do a collaboration with. And of course, I never followed up on my own advice because I'm just a scaredy cat, to be honest. I'm very awkward as a person. So me and BlueGreenFishey, we pretty much talk to each other a lot through Instagram DMs. At first it was YouTube comments, but then, you know, YouTube comments were a little excessive. They kind of keep going and going, so we just kind of migrated over to Instagram DMs. So we were talking one day and they were like, hey Narelle, you know, if it's not too much trouble, if you're not busy, would you like to collaborate with me? Only if you're free, you know. And I'm like, you know what, that is so funny because I actually have been looking for someone to collaborate with for the past few days now. So it works perfectly, like perfect freaking timing. And I am back. So, you know, I actually went to the doctor's with my grandmother. We got back. I went shopping for her. Well, me and my brother went shopping for her. Got Chinese food. Ate the Chinese food. And then I proceeded to watch BTS's new music video teaser that dropped today. And now I am here to finish up the narration of this video. And you guys are going to be like, Narelle, we totally don't care what you did in the time that we didn't even know what you're gone. But, you know, I felt like it was needed to explain my time of absence. But getting back to this audio, so like I said, the timing of this collab was perfect. So, like I always am, I am a queen of no ideas. I really don't have any ideas when it comes to collaborations with people because, I don't know, I'm just the type of person, when I make a drawing, I just don't think about what I want to draw. I just kind of doodle it out, and if something comes out of it, something just comes out of it. That's the kind of artist that I am. So whoever does collaborations with me would know that I do not give themes. I do not put in ideas. I just agree to them. And a lot of you would be like, okay, Narelle, maybe we don't want to collab with you because you really don't help the process. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. I do chime in a little bit, but for both of us, we were like, you know what? Let's just settle down on two themes. So they actually suggested for us to choose things that we're not confident in drawing in our artwork. So I chose animals because I suck at drawing animals. You guys have never seen me draw an animal in my lifetime. So I chose mine to be an animal, and they chose florals, like flowers, all that type of stuff. So those are our two themes that we could pick from. So they actually let me choose which one I wanted to do first. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to choose the theme of animals, which is what I gave out, because I really want to like push myself to draw something that I'm not good in, and they chose floral. So we technically chose our suggestions that we gave each other in the end. So that's kind of how the collaboration worked out. So we did actually draw our own line arts, and we mailed each other the respected line art. So all I can say, if I remember correctly, I did my line art on the Canson XL mixed media. No, it's not the mixed media, it's the watercolor paper. Yep, the Canson watercolor paper. That's how I did. That's the paper I did mine on, and they did theirs on the same paper. So we were in the total same paper range. I think I lined my line art with not a micron, was it a Prismacolor liner? I don't know. It might have been a micron and a Prismacolor liner. I don't remember, but it's either or of those, and I think they used a micron as well. So we technically did the same thing, used the same supplies in terms of drawing and inking. The only thing that's a major difference is the size of our art. My artwork was literally almost 9 by 12, a little bit shorter than that, and theirs you can see is a cute little square, and they were like, oh my gosh, Naira, I didn't mean to make my art so tiny. And I'm like, it's totally fine because I draw small anyway, and I just wanted to give them a bigger picture because my line art is kind of difficult to color if it's small. So whenever I do collab with people, I like to draw bigger so they do have a lot more space so they can kind of do their magic and color in what I have provided. For my take on their line art, I actually decided to use my Mia watercolors within a mix of my Sakura Koi watercolors, because I think these were the only two palettes that I stand at the time, and the Mia watercolors is actually pretty nice. I really love them, so I would highly recommend them for like a cheaper watercolor palette. They're really good, and I really do not have my Sakura Koi watercolors anymore. I threw them out because I felt like I outgrew them as an artist. I kind of found the way in which I want my watercolor pictures to look like, so I no longer have those watercolors, but I love them dearly. So that is what I used. I did use some of the Guysssss watercolor paint. I used a pearlescent one to kind of give like a sheen in the background because he is in front of a moon, so I decided to give a little sheen in the background. And I think I did use my my jelly roll pens to do the white highlights, and I think that's it. To my knowledge, I think that's it. So for my coloring for this picture, so whenever I go into coloring anybody's line art that is not my own, I always do a little color swatch sheet of how I want to go about the pictures color wise, because I only have one. I don't have any other versions or any other copies of these line arts my friends send me, so I really have to plan out how I want to go about my coloring. So whenever I saw this picture, I'm like, I really want to do a dark outlook, like make him in front of a moon in the nighttime, being all celestial. That is what kept coming to my mind. But then I kept trying to color my little example cards lighter to see, hey, maybe I do want to go with a light, idea. But my mind kept saying dark, 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 dark. So that is the color palette that I went with. Now that I color more darkly now, I learned that if you do the background first, it really does help you navigate how your colors is going to lay out. Because guys, we did this legit a year or two ago, so it's been a while since I've seen this footage. Still looking at this, it's kind of foreign to me, but I kind of wish I did a lot of things different. But then again, I really love how it turned out in the end, so I can't really say much about it. But I do my strategies whenever I color differently, so there's a lot of things I wish I did different. But now that I am like more well versed in like paint, I really want to push out, if you do your backgrounds first, if your background is darker than the foreground, do the background first, because it really does help set the tone of your picture and all of that good stuff. So yeah, and I think I did use some colored pencils for the hair, I think, to kind of push some of the dark values. But I think that's pretty much it for the gist of what I used for the picture, my thoughts of the picture. And I just want to say BlueGreenFishey is legit the light of my life. I love them. This picture is so freaking good. Like, look at this. The line art is amazing. The guy is freaking gorgeous. And it's just perfect. I love this picture, and I'm just like, I still cannot believe that I own this in my hands. And I'm like, oh, I love it so much. So please go check them out. They don't post as frequent like I post, but they do have art on their Instagram account that you can spam and love, because their art is so amazing and so unique. Theirs, that I'm just like, wow, like, send me your ways, and send me your ways. I love them. I love them a lot. They show me a lot of support for my art, and they're just like, whenever I need somebody to talk to, they're there. And it's just nice knowing, you know, I always have somebody to kind of just talk to and catch up with life and all that good stuff. So we kind of formed a really nice bond over our Instagram DM years. But I really, really love them a lot. They're awesome, and I'm actually preparing a package for them. Well, we do this every year, so I don't know if I'm going to record all of the package planning. I probably will make speed paints of the drawings I will do for them for their package, because I meant to do it last year, but life happened. So I will be doing some speed paints, hopefully, fingers crossed, of their drawings I'm going to send. But as for the package contents, I don't know if I want to film that or just show what it is. And if I do show it, I probably will wait until they get it so you guys can see the beforehand. So that's pretty much it for what I really have to say for this video. So in other news, so I actually just want to say that I'm good. I've just been in a weird art rut where I will go like 3 months without posting a video on YouTube, and it's not because I'm going through a lot, guys. It's just like sometimes you kind of have to prioritize what's important in your life. And I love my YouTube family, I love YouTube, but I kind of am realizing how stress-free it is worrying not about making videos every week. I just kind of upload a video whenever I get in the mood to upload a video. Like today, I was like, man, I had this video sitting on my computer for a long time and I just needed to upload it. So that's what I'm doing today. And plus, whenever I record an audio for this, I never like it. So I guess today is a lucky day for this video. But yeah, it's not like I'm dead. It's just that I just don't really have the motivation to upload videos as much as I used to. I'm just prioritizing what I need to prioritize in my life, and YouTube would just come whenever it comes. So guys, I'm okay. But yeah, and I'm legit not even that active anymore on Instagram either. I mean, I'm active, but I do kind of go a week or 2 weeks without posting, and it's normal. It's just I prioritize what I want to prioritize, and that's just how my life goes. So yeah, so I actually am over halfway through my newest sketchbook that I'm in. No, I'm not even halfway. So don't expect a sketchbook update anytime soon, because my sketchbooks are taking centuries for me to finish now. Like, I feel like one of those people on YouTube where they're just like, it took me 2 years to complete the sketchbook, because mine is taking me a long time. Now that I don't draw as much as I used to, like, time spent sketching is a lot longer than I used to draw, because normally I can finish a sketchbook in a month, 2 months, but I've been in the sketchbook I'm in, I don't know because I didn't date it, so I suck. But I've been in it for about 2 months now, almost 3. So just expect the sketchbook update whenever it comes. But yeah, I feel like that's all I really have to say. So that's my life updates. I am planning on doing a watercolor video because I have not been using my watercolors at all. So I am going to be doing a video of me making a drawing and coloring all the drawings with my different watercolor palettes that I actually do own. So it kind of gives you guys an insight of how, you know, different palettes would give you different effects, or I would just kind of share the knowledge of why I like those certain palettes over, you know, the reasoning why you should get them. I feel like that'll be better, more like this is the reason why I like them or whatever. I'm kind of like going on a tangent, but just expect a watercolor video in the future. And yeah, that is it, because this video is wrapping up. So if you guys like this video, give it a like, comment whatever you like to say to me in my comment box below. Go give BlueGreenFishey lots of love because they deserve it. And I will see you whenever I see you. I have lots of vlogs to upload, so you might be getting a whole heck of a lot of vlogs, so please don't kill me and my views because I noticed my views are kind of going down. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. How do you look so fine? Bust up, bust up. How did I make you mine?